Yeah, unemployment fraud in the United States really accelerated during the pandemic. And CNBC reported that the numbers are like $39 billion in 2020. So just a huge explosion. And this happened as a result of the increase in unemployment benefits and cyber criminals around the world really going after that opportunity in their mind, but really taking advantage of vulnerabilities in state systems and really a lot of times just based on username and password and different systems that were not able to really identify who in fact was applying for the benefits. Or in some cases, what they did, criminals did, was they got credentials off of the dark web, and they were able to use those to gain access and pretend to be someone else, file with someone else's personal information, maybe open up an account in their name and pretend to be someone. And unfortunately, it was very successful, really in all 50 states. I mean, billions and billions of dollars lost. So One Cosmos really addresses the heart of that issue by identifying who in fact is that person, who, really verifying the individual, verifying not just who they are, but that they have the credentials, that you can upload documents. Identity proofing is so important, and really making sure from start to finish that you know who the individual is, who's applying for the benefits, and that you can verify who you're dealing with. And One Cosmos does an outstanding job of dealing with that core issue, really in a zero trust kind of model that we're heading towards in the future. From a cybersecurity perspective, is not just relying on a username, password, or someone's previous account, or that the person you're dealing with is in fact who they pretend to be. Yeah, I think when I was CISO and CSO and CTO for the state of Michigan over 17 years, this issue of authentication certainly came up in numerous occasions, and people really going back 2 decades didn't like the fact that they had so many passwords for different systems and had to log in. So we were talking about single sign-on 2 decades ago, so to try and make it easier on people. But really this challenge has only gotten worse as the number of applications, the number of systems people have accessed over the years has grown. You'd have some systems that maybe use two-factor authentication for system administrators. I know, for example, in the Michigan tax system, they were able to, a few years back, ask you, kind of shared secrets, like what was your adjusted gross income last year, and that maybe you're the only one that knows that. But should someone get a hold of that information, should that data somehow make it to the dark web, then criminals can then access your data. So it's still really relied on to a large extent. Quite frankly, probably still the majority of systems in the United States rely on just username and password. But if that database was hacked, then the bad actors have that data, and they can certainly get into your system. So the challenges are just immense with username and password, and really we need to move away from that as the way to really do identity proofing and authentication moving forward.